Hello and welcome to Whiteland Restorations.
It's a really good episode today.
It is a really good episode. We're getting rid of these wheels which never suited Monica.
They were her training wheels.
They were always her training wheels.
But now they've got to go.
They have to go and they're getting replaced with these, which you can't see yet. Ooh!
Oh, the suspense. There's only one thing for it. Monica on the ramp, these off, and those.
Whilst we're doing that though, whilst we're setting that up, you guys might like to see the restoration process of these billet vintage image wheels.
I don't know if they're possibly the only set of these wheels in the country.
Actually, yeah, if you've got a set, get in touch, let us know, show us the pictures, what have you got them on, what size are you running, all that sort of stuff.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Come on, help me get off
the floor. They don't even know what they're looking at yet, so I'm asking them to show us pictures.
And of the wheels
have
you're
you
seen
these
in
wheels?
5 minutes.
Right, on the ramp.
On the ramp.
Well, that was quite the task to remove all of those bolts. Man, it's a lot of bolts to remove. Some of them were really annoyingly stuck on with sealer, which is why I was using the whizzy gun to break the sealer before I could remove the bolt. Anyway, I think now we've got them all separated, I better run through some of the interesting things that somebody has done to the wheels. Some of those bolts were short on two of the wheels. One of the wheel that I already stripped down was short. The wheel bolts were short. These are them. They're not even proper wheel bolts. They're just, they're just good old-fashioned Allen keys. And they're supposed to be high tensile. Anyway, yeah, I'll just grab a wheel and show you what I mean. Can you see the wheel bolt hole pattern? Oh, somebody's done some weird stuff. I'll show you on my phone camera. Can you see in there that the hole isn't in the middle of the hole? And you can also see the marks from where the steel inserts have been removed. And that's the other side. So someone has taken out these things. Someone's taken these out and they've put in some off-center washers to change the PCD. Yeah. Right, these are the washers I've already removed from one of the wheels, yeah? And you can see that they're eccentric. The holes are not in the middle of the washer. They've been put offside so they can get a different PCD. And now, that's definitely a weird way of doing it. I know you can buy wheel nuts which have 2mm of slop in, so you can do this sort of stuff. But this washer has bent with the torque that you need to bolt the wheel in. And I also just don't feel comfortable with that. It's shocking. So we're going to knock these out. Gotta love having a hydraulic press. There we go. Oh, you can see the difference in the rims now. Look at that. Completely different offsets front to back. Yeah, not side to side. Massively different offsets front to back, which is great because which ones are going to go on the rear? These ones will be going on the rear because they're set further out. That's fantastic news because the axle on the Volvo is set quite far in. So I have already double checked all of these. These are the hub-centric spacers we're going to be using. We also need to do a bit of work to these because they're not hub-centric. They're hub-centric on this side, but not this side, which is a pain in the ass, really. I know some people say you can locate it just on the bolts. I'd rather a center location, so when you lift the wheel on it, locks into place, you know it's dead center. So it's going to involve a little bit of turning. I've got some nylon. We're going to be turning something like this. It's obviously a little bit too big to go. That slots inside the center. It's not structural. It's not going to hold the wheel on. It's just something to guide the wheel into the dead center as you're putting it on. So we just need to make a few of these, a bit smaller than that probably. Slots into there. Beauty. Thanks Spence at SM Engineering, you really helped us out there. Beautiful bit of welding, fixed up all those little nooks and things. So obviously they are now got weld all over them, if you can see that. Oh, look at all that weld. So now we need to file that off. Look at that wheel.
Isn't that a gorgeous face?
Isn't that
oh
lovely?
My god, they're so good. I can't wait to get them in the car.
So we totally wussed out of painting these.
We just didn't have time. Didn't have time. And I twisted his arm.
Time to build.
And I said, Lewis, come on. I'm taking him to go and get powder coated. We're going to go up the road and look at the job. Aren't we glad we did?
Every penny out of my wallet.
We have arrived at Ultimate Alloys Wales to come and pick up the wheels for the Volvo. So there's Laura. Let's go in and see what they look like. Oh my god, look at them. Aren't they gorgeous? They are just perfect. The colour is absolutely spot on, and I can't wait to show you them on the car.
Stunning, and I got a bit overexcited when they came back, and I've already built 3 of the wheels.
But we're going to build this last one.
We're going to build this last one. Step 1 is we don't need that. Actually, we need to put a bit of sealer on each face of the wheel.
Right.
Just a very small amount on each face.
Skim.
Scheme.
Hold on a second.
What's going on with that? After this bit on flop.
Oh. So you're just doing a tiny, tiny skim.
Whoa!
Whoa!
There we go.
You've been drinking.
I got it.
There we go. Oh.
This will squish completely flat. I don't mind if some of it goes in with the bolts.
Hey, as long as it's airtight, we're fine.
See the people doing this with gaskets?
Gaskets on split rims?
No.
Oh. Oh yeah.
The sealer thing.
I have seen the sealer thing on
go
the
around
gaskets.
the bolts.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's quite satisfying.
I'm doing my best to make it look cool. I hope it's working. Can I chuck it in? Line up the bolts.
There we go. It's looking like a wheel. It's looking like a wheel.
That is step 1. Step 2 is more sealer and the outer bead.
It's like a wheel sandwich.
Tasty. Find one of these triangles has the closest evenness of all the bolt sections, and I think it's that one, because those ones are slightly off to that way.
Yeah.
Those ones are miles off.
Yeah.
That one's got a bolt in the middle. That one's a miles off. That one's not too bad, but this one's the closest.
That's the closest.
So that's where I've been
putting... It doesn't make any sense that they're all different.
That's where I've been putting the... it does, because there's odd numbers of bolts. That's where I've been putting the valve.
Yeah.
In the centre of that spoke. On every wheel.
Say spoke again for me.
Spoke. What's wrong with my spoke?
So this is the method.
Pre-Loctited bolt.
Yep.
Through a hole.
Wibbly wobbly.
Nut. And then nut on it.
Yeah. So let's just do that 100 more times.
Actually, for 140.
140? Oof. Right, you should be good at it by now then. Right, back in a minute. Yeah, lovely centres, showing you them. But no, the guys at Image, I got in touch with them because I couldn't find this design online, and they had a look up in their records, found it, and it's like 25 years old. Really cool. Vintage split rims. Split rims.
Very cool, I'm so pleased. Pleased as punch.
Pleased as punched.
Also, we got in touch with SRR Hardware.
Yeah, we needed advice.
Supplied these lovely bolts.
We said to them, what's the best bolts to use? We want black ones, and they were like, these ones are the best.
So many different variants on bolts, different shapes, and like some of them are for BBS specifically, and some of them are for.
You'd think they'd just be a bolt and that would be it, but no, they're special bolts.
You can get them in any colour as well. They get titanium ones, and then they anodise them too, and they got the really cool looking stuff. We just wanted black, badass black.
Badass black, and then we got black wheel nuts to match.
Yeah, we didn't get them from any specific person. We've also been in touch with Toyo Tires, haven't we?
Oh, Toyo Tires, yes. Let's talk
about Toyo Tires.
I said to Toyo Tires, I said, we've got this built. I said, I'm looking for the perfect tyre for the wheels. And they were like, there's only one tyre for you, and that's the Proxes TR1s.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, brilliant. Sounds perfect for what we need. And they kindly sent us a set of 4 tyres for the car.
They did, indeed.
They did. So
when they saw pictures of Monica, they went, oh, yeah.
We'll get on that action.
Well, we'll do a bit of that.
So that is what we're going to be using. And to be honest, we only really use Toyo tyres on our cars, don't we?
Yeah, well, there's some right there.
There's some TR1s on the E30 as well. They do make absolutely fantastic tyres.
It's all built and sealed. It's been a couple of days. That is nice and dry, as you can see. It's not on my finger.
Oh,
that is
wow.
just a seal to stop.
That's a lot of Tipex.
It's a lot of Tipex. I made a big mistake. Anyway, we have labelled each wheel, where they go, and what tyre size goes on.
I've got a problem.
What?
How are you going to see that when the tyre goes on?
I'll label it on the back. It says F there for.
But there's not a F, that's a R.
I know. I don't know who wrote that on there, but they were wrong.
We've got to do a lot of jigging.
Anyway, this is right rear.
Yeah.
Left.
No, rear left.
Rear left.
Right rear.
It's upside down. And I have one of these little devices, which is a tyre pressure monitoring valve. So we're going to put that in there like that. Torque this down to only 4 Newton meters, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're doing it, it feels like a lot. I'm also taking this screw out and putting Loctite on it because I really don't want that coming out and
no, we do not want that coming
tyre.
out. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, and it would be really sorry if one of these came out and started.
Luckily, we've already tested these before putting them in as well. We know they all work. It would be a disaster to put them in and then find out that they're kaput.
Yeah, so these are tyre pressure monitoring valves. They link up with our Extron's head unit, don't they?
They certainly do. Got a nice app on there. I'll what do you call it? Show that working when we've got them pumped up.
Not only do they measure air pressure of your tyre, they also measure the air temperature.
They do. Can I just show everybody where you wipe that Loctite on the cream carpet under the BMW?
I could have gone for the red patch carpet, I suppose.
Yeah, they measure temperatures. Do you know why?
Because
race car.
Race car, exactly. Real race car stuff. Right, this is set at 4 Newton meters. I've been holding it on that side with that, and just tightening it up.
So it's got the squidgy rubber seal on this side. Let me just see, can I see that squidging?
You can see it squidging.
Yeah.
Right, it's going to go click in a minute.
Beautiful. That's just a nice amount of squidge. I'm guessing this is the special hole where it measures the pressure.
Yeah, me too. Right, so that is all tightened down. And look at that for a wheel. Is that not a beautiful thing?
Isn't that stunning? It's gorgeous, it is.
Right, I'm doing something special with the valves right now. The laser's doing something special with the valves right now, whilst I'm doing this. In fact, whilst I'm thinking about this, I've got to put this sticker on as well.
Where's your Sharpie?
There's a white Sharpie over by the rest of the wheels.
Okay. We best write that on.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Right, and that is one wheel ready to take a tyre.
Which will come in a matter of hours.
We better get down to the tyre shop.
Let's go.
Now that is a handsome wheel. The combination of this really nice graphite and the black bolts and the black detailing is just on point. But I can't help to think that I'm missing something. That's right, we're going to fit some tyre wall stickers. I love the look of these things. I think they look amazing. I think the cars look faster that they go on, and if our Volvo does anything, it looks fast and is slow. So let's get on with this and stick some go faster stuff on. Right then, in the tyre wall sticker kit, you get your stickers, you get your glue, you get your cleaner. You also get a handy installation guide. There are also lots of videos available. I don't think that QR code is going to be much good anymore. Oh, maybe you get a bit out of that. But what you don't get is something to lightly sand the tyre with. I've been using some 180 grit with a huge amount of success on my DA. So let's get straight to it and show you how this stuff works. I've already pre-plotted where I'm going to put my tyre stickers. I've chosen these areas as these were the smoothest areas of the tyres, the areas that I have to do the least amount of work to, and they're also parallel and opposite each other. So let's get to smoothing them out further. I'm just going to be using a 180 disc on my handy DA. Let's give it a good clean now. You can see how much smoother that has made that area. It's got rid of this rib that was running through here, these tooling marks, I'm going to call them. So they're all gone. It gives us a much nicer, smoother area to bond to. Right, the trick is to get your positioning correct. Find a part of the tyre you can line it up with, and then just apply just the right amount of the glue. That is a little bit tricky because it's very easy to put too much on and then it all bulges out everywhere. So just give it a good bead. And then I've been using an old paintbrush. I know all the glue's gone hard on it, but it still works quite well as a little scraper. And I think you kind of give it a good even, make sure it's all right to the edges. And some of that patterning you've got on the back of the sticker, I think you kind of need to see a little bit of that, and then you know you're not applied too much glue. You also only want to do a few at a time. Don't overstretch yourself. Do 3 or 4 letters max until you've definitely got some confidence in doing it, and give it a nice bit of pressure as you're sticking the sticker down. Really push that glue into the material. Here we go. Right, next. Oh man, that's a tricky job. One you could get wrong and potentially destroy your tyres, but I think the outlook of this, I don't think that's the right term. Outcome, that's the one, sorry, brain slow. The outcome of this is gonna look spectacular on R240. Right, I think that's the last bit glued on. Let's get rid of these tape, guideline tape, making sure I get things in the right place and don't sand the wrong part of the tyre, which I definitely didn't do, okay? I definitely didn't sand the wrong part of the tyre. Don't look at that bit. That's the stuff. That is the stuff. That is what these were missing. They look absolutely spectacular. Let's get them on the car. Now this has been a very long time coming. Oh, look at them. Look at them. They're beautiful. Lots of people to thank on this one. Image for helping us out find the last bits to complete these wheels. SRR Hardware for supplying the bolts for the split rims. They are so nice. And let's not forget Toyo Tires. They were fantastic for us. I choose to run Toyos on all my sporty cars. The Volvo, the E30, they all run Toyo Proxes. They're such good tyres. And I cannot wait to lower this thing down and see what it looks like with the tyre wall stickers on it. It's going to be so cool. Next level cool. What do you think, guys? Let us know what you think of these stickers.
Whoa, I nearly stood on you.
People pay money for that.
They do, you know. I haven't even got my heels on.